Hi, boys and girls. We are back to continue looking at how has life in America changed over time. Last time we looked at home then and now. If you look at the title of this video, it is School Then and Now. Today you are going to have the chance to look at what school looked like in the past and compare it to what your school looks like today. You recognize this slide. Here's our module text. Last time we looked at home then and now. Today, it's school then and now. I'm going to ask you to look at the cover of this book, School Then and Now by Robin Nelson. I want you to notice a few things about this picture in the cover. Maybe you have a wonder, a question about the cover. I'm going to share what I notice. Maybe yours is the same. Maybe you noticed something different. I noticed that the boys and girls are sitting in desks that look very different from our desks today. I noticed they are all dressed in old-fashioned clothes. I noticed that they're reading books just like we read books today. I noticed that they look like they're in some kind of a log cabin. And I noticed students' artwork up on the wall. I wonder, what are they reading? I wonder, do they like school? I wonder, how old are those children? So as I begin reading School Then and Now, I want you to notice some things happening in school back then and how it compares to school now, because I want you to focus on our essential question: how has life in America changed over time? School Then and Now by Robin Nelson. We go to school to learn and see friends. School has changed over time. Long ago, children had to walk many miles to school. Now, children take buses to school. Long ago, schools had only one room. Now, schools are large buildings with many rooms. Long ago, children in your class were many ages. Now, children in your class are all the same age. Long ago, students had to share a desk. Now, students have their own desks. Long ago, students wrote on slates. Now, students write in notebooks. Long ago, students wrote with chalk. Now, students write with pencils. Long ago, students learned reading, writing, and arithmetic, which means math. Now, students also learn science and social studies. There's a glossary in the back, which is a dictionary or some definitions. Arithmetic, math, using numbers. I think we know the rest of those words. We know chalk, and we know school, and we know science. You might not know that word at the bottom. That word is slates, which are small blackboards. I hope you enjoyed that look inside school of the past. I definitely learned a little bit about school back then. So I'm going to head over to my Notice and Wonder chart. Maybe you noticed some of the same things I did. Maybe you noticed something different. Something I noticed are that students shared desks. That was interesting to me. Something else I noticed that I thought was really interesting: schools had only one room. Could you imagine Avonworth Primary Center with one room? Here's something I noticed. There were students of all ages in one class. Think about how different that is than our schools today. Now we're arranged by grades. Remember, when we read a new text, not only do we notice, but we can wonder. Maybe you have a question about what I just read to you in that text. I have a wonder. What did they read about? I have another wonder, because kids always ask about that. Did they have recess? Did they eat lunch or snack at school? Those are wonders of mine because I think about our school today and I think about what kids notice and what kids want to know about and what kids wonder. When we're comparing our life then and our life now, I think, what did they read about? What did they learn about? Did they have recess? Did they have lunch? Did they have snack? It's really neat to look at what school was like back then. Now, I hope this story reminded you a little bit of home then and now, because there was a lot of similarities to it. In Home Then and Now, we learned about life at home in the past, and then the author compared it to life at home now. Even the cover of the text looked very similar. They're black and white. They're showing a picture of the past. So we can use that knowledge of how these books are similar to find our main topic. So our job now is to find our main topic and key details of school then and now. When I think of everything I learned about in that book, school was different in the past than it is now. Remember on our last video, we said home was different in the past, and now school was different in the past. Let's think of some key details. You know where I'm gonna head? I'm gonna head right back to my Notice and Wonder chart. I know a key detail, one that I put right away. Students had to share desks. Now, students have their own desks. Some classrooms have tables, but everyone has their own spot now. The school only had one room. Now, schools have many rooms. Let me go back to my notice. Oh, there were students of all ages. In one class. Now, classes are grouped by grade level. We no longer put kindergartners in with third grade and sixth grade and seventh grade. Now classes are grouped by grade level. I know something else that I noticed. I don't know if you noticed this, but a key detail telling me about school in the past. Students had to walk to school. Now, students ride the bus. Maybe your parent gives you a ride, but it's still different than the past when students had to walk to school. I hope you see how our key details here support our main topic. School was different in the past than it is now. In our details, it's telling us all about school in the past compared to now. Okay, I am ready for you to share what you know. Last time, you created a little video where you shared with the teacher 2 key details. This time, I'm going to ask you to do a little writing. I would like you to find a piece of paper or something to write on. You're going to choose 2 key details. I don't mind what key details you choose. Whatever details you think show how school was different in the past than it is now. I'm going to give you a sentence starter. Long ago, and that's where you will write about what happened long ago. I'm going to verbally rehearse that for you. Long ago, students had to share desks. Now, students get their own desks. My second sentence, long ago, students had to walk to school. Now, they ride the bus. Those are your sentence starters. I want you to challenge yourself and show what you know and choose 2 sentences and 2 key details. And write those 2 sentences. Take a picture and share it with your teacher on Seesaw. I am going to put this key detail chart back up so you can use it for your writing. I can't wait to see what you choose.